I think this is working. Okay, well, I wanted to I want to tell a story. I wanted to type the story, but that got a bit hard because I cut my finger. So I thought, well, why not do it this way? Maybe that's easier and better. Well, it's a story about a bull because I was walking on the beach and I was walking. I always walk for like 45 minutes and then I turn around again and go back again. And uh, I always enjoy that. That's good. It's fine. And I always think about Abraham stuff while I'm walking, and I do mental focus wheels, and I do lots of things just to get myself higher and feeling better, and appreciate everything, and go general. I go very general on the beach with these beautiful clouds and beautiful sky, and well, I love it. Anyway, this particular day I was thinking about resistance and letting go of resistance, and how if you could let go of it that easily, then what you wanted would come to you. And I was also thinking, well, it would be fun to have a ball because, on the beach, because walking is fun, but walking and kicking a ball is even more fun. So, well, that thought came and it went, and I was thinking about the more enlightened thoughts. And, well, I got to the point where I always turn around. And as I turned around, so I had been walking that part for 45 minutes, and I was turning around. And as I turned around, there, on the floor, in the sand, on the beach, there was this tennis ball. And I was like, I manifested myself a tennis ball. Now look, this is a real tennis ball. Wow! You see, I didn't have any resistance at all. I wanted a tennis ball. I had no resistance, and there it is. I was so happy. I was delighted. I was thrilled. I was excited. I had manifested myself a ball, a tennis ball, a ball. I was very, very pleased with it. And so I took it away from the water side, and I took it more up to the dunes, and I walked near the dunes back, and so I was kicking the ball and feeling very, very good about myself, feeling very good that I had manifested such a beautiful tennis ball. I was so happy with it, so overjoyed. And then at some point, I kicked it, and then it went to the water side, and I was like, well, it's going to be stopped either by a dent in the sand, a dent, a ditch, what do you say, and or by something else. It's not getting away from me. And but by the time I started running after the ball, it had already gotten to the sea, and it was getting in, and I was like, my ball, it's in the sea, and I could have gotten in, I could have gotten my feet wet and get in, but I don't like it. I don't like wet feet. So I was like, damn, I'm not going to get my ball back. And then I thought, well, same way I manifested the first time. Lower my resistance. So there I was, standing and looking at the ball, trying very hard to lower my resistance. Lower, lower, lower. And, I went general, like, oh, I like this, I like the sky, I like the blah, blah, blah. And, and the sea was playing with me, giving it, taking, giving it, taking. And, I was really, really putting an effort into getting rid of the resistance. And it somehow worked. And at some point the ball came, and it wasn't out of the water yet, but I put my foot on it and went like that, and I got it out. So I helped law of attraction to get me back my ball. Yeah. And I took it way up to the, to the dunes again, and I was kicking it again, but I made sure I wasn't kicking it the wrong way. And it was, like, okay, so I can manifest 2 times, because I manifested the first time, and the second time I manifested that it came back to me. So am I a powerful creator or what? So I was feeling very good and happy and pleased with myself. And I was walking, kicking the ball, walking, kicking the ball. And then at some point, the ball stopped at 10 centimeters or so. it stopped next to another tennis ball. I was like, I manifested 2 tennis balls. I mean, and those balls hadn't been there. I hadn't seen them when I walked the first time, because I was on my way back. So I was like, another tennis ball. This is weird but fun. I have 2 tennis balls. It was a bit dirtier than the first one, but okay. And I was so happy with it. I was so pleased. Like, oh my God, I can really manifest. I can manifest 2 balls. That was so terrific. So I took the clean one in my hand, and the dirty one I kicked. And I went, and I was happy and giggling, and well, it was fun. And then after a while, the ball stopped again, like 10 or 15 centimeters from another tennis ball. And I was like, how can this be? These balls weren't here when I walked here the first time. And now suddenly, this is my 3rd tennis ball. And this one, mind you, was so beautiful. It was so yellow. It was new. The white was white. The yellow was beautiful. It was a perfect tennis ball. Really. It was a perfect tennis ball. And I was so happy with it, so pleased. And I picked it up, and I kept kicking the dirty one. So I had 2 balls, 1 ball in each hand, and walked. And I was so pleased with myself. I was so happy. I was so thrilled with my balls. And then I walked, and I kicked, and the ball stopped again, like 10 centimeters or so, I don't know, next to something which wasn't a tennis ball. And I couldn't really tell what it was, so I had to get closer. And then, it's like your eyes go like, no, this can't be real. No, this can't be real. It had stopped next to a soccer ball, a football, a soccer, next to, a soccer ball on the beach. I hadn't seen it when I was walking that way, and now I came back. All these balls, where did they come from? So, but not just a soccer ball, because a normal soccer ball, I tell you, it is white. It is white, and it has black dots. It's not that nice. This ball, however, was purple with yellow things on it. The prettiest, most beautiful soccer ball you've ever seen, and it went so well with my yellow tennis balls. I was so pleased to have a matching pair of balls. Anyway, I was so happy with it, and of course I was like, I carried the tennis balls, and I was kicking the big ball, because who cares if it would have gone into the water? I would manifest another one. It was so beautiful. It was so perfect. It was so wonderful. And I had nearly gotten to the end of the beach, and there were 2 women with 3 dogs. And I was like, oh yeah, 3 dogs. Well, they might get this ball away from me. Yeah, then I'll have to manifest another one. Oh, well, easy come, easy go, I was kicking it, and then one of the women shouted. She said, Miss, you better take care of your ball. You better take care of your ball, because if the dogs get it, they will ruin it. And I was like, well, even if I don't take good care of my stuff, somebody else will. And that made me feel so trusting, so good. So everything and everybody is always being taken care of. That's what it made me feel like. And that felt so good, so loving, so pure, so wonderful, so delicious. Anyway, so I took all of my balls, and I went to the car, and well, now I have a lot of balls in my car. Well, that's the story. Bye-bye for now.